But okay, all right. This I really want to see this one, the diamond sword thingy by Jake. Now that's a hard topic. Also, yo, Enzo M, how's day been? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, what's this? Oh god, this song. Oh, this song. Literally the first 1 second of this video took me back to 2015. My god. 2015 is like 8 years ago now, almost a decade ago. I feel old, god damn it. Oh man, this is... Oh man, I missed... Do you guys recognize that song? If you do, you qualify for a veteran's discount, by the way. And yeah.
People still ask about this, and I realized I've never actually made a video about it, so here we go. Would a sword made of diamond be any good?
Okay, you know what? Before I listen to this guy's like opinions, maybe I'll just give my own opinion. yeah. The like my sword, my diamond sword. Oh man. Listening back to that song after a while, whatchamacallit again, makes me understand the lyrics in a whole different way. I did not realize the amount of interesting lyric choices when I was young. I low-key want to listen to that later, but I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright strike emoji. Like my last, like the 900 sub celebration stream actually got copyright struck, unfortunately, but yeah. It's a very deep philosophical song indeed. Bro, why no? Yeah, why not? Hey. But yeah. Also, diamond swords. Contrary to popular belief, diamonds are actually quite fragile. Sure, they're like, quote-unquote the hardest material, but just because they're hard doesn't mean they're not gonna break easily. I mean, sure, it takes more energy to break a diamond than an ingot of iron, I guess, a bar of iron, but iron is super flexible, so it's not gonna break. But meanwhile, if you put enough force into a diamond, it's not gonna flex, it's gonna shatter. So in a way, diamond breaks a lot easier than iron. So in my opinion, it's not exactly a good again, material for a sword, unless you, like, I don't know, like if you only put on a tip, for example, like, if you want to put diamonds on your sword, put it only on the tip or on places where it's not gonna, you need to reinforce it with iron. Like for example, on the edges, you can put it on the edges. I mean, I guess it will still like chip really easily, but it's not as bad as making an entire sword out of diamond. I don't think that's gonna work, in my opinion. But yeah, just because diamond is not flexible. But yeah, diamond on the tip though, I think it could work. But yeah, anyways, let's listen to what this guy has to say.
Short answer, no. Long answer, no. Joke before. Here is the long answer. So first off, what is diamond? Diamond is a solid form of carbon with crystalline atomic structure. It has the highest number of atoms per volume, and its atomic bonds are remarkably strong, which makes it the hardest and least compressible material.
It is.
But also inflexible and brittle.
Yeah, it's brittle, exactly.
So strong, it doesn't allow much deformation. If you try to put a dent in diamond, it's practically impossible. Whereas steel can also resist.
Like, if you dent a steel, like, if you put enough force to deform a sheet of steel, it's just gonna, like, bend. But if you put enough force to deform a diamond, it's gonna shatter. So that's why diamond isn't really a suitable material to make a sword out of.
Deformation, but it's not as stiff and capable of elastic deformation.
Yeah, see?
The ability of the material to change its shape temporarily and then return to its original shape. What diamond lacks is toughness, the ability to resist cracking and fracturing, whereas steel has plenty. Of course, steel can crack and fracture too.
I actually today I learned that the term for it is toughness, actually. I actually did not know about that, so that's interesting.
But it takes quite a lot of impact force for that to happen. If you made the exact same sword blade of steel and diamond, assuming a world where steel and diamond cost the same, shall we say, and then you struck one with the other, the steel blade would probably be damaged, but it would be in one piece, whereas the diamond blade would shatter. Bronze goes in the opposite direction. It lacks hardness, but it's got plenty of toughness. So on impact, this is very unlikely to break.
Yeah. Copper deforms really easily, but you know, it's not gonna shatter like diamond.
But it's
Copper is really, whatchamacallit again?
Formed,
Yep.
which also means that the edge
Copper is super flexible.
can
I'm not flexible, more like, you know, it deforms really easily.
and otherwise deform. It's not as likely to chip. If you were to keep bending this repeatedly, so bend it, straighten it, bend, straighten, at the point where it
Eventually it's gonna
will
break.
eventually be work hardening it, so then it's more likely to break. But otherwise, not so much. And of course, with a steel sword, it depends a lot on how it's heat treated and tempered. You can make steel extremely hard, but then it becomes brittle, or
That's what she said.
you can make it fairly soft. If you compare mild
No, it can become hard and soft. Oh no.
steel,
I'm talking about steel, by the way, not any other things. Shush.
for example, to high carbon steel, you know, let's say with a particularly high carbon content, say 1095 high carbon steel, the latter is much more likely to break, but unlikely to deform permanently, whereas mild steel will deform permanently rather easily, not as easy to break. You get the idea. If we look at a katana blade, which is
That's neat
traditionally
though.
different,
I don't really know much about
you
like
have a
different types of
harder
steel. I
edge
just know the general
and a
stuff.
softer spine.
Sure, steel. Yeah, I mean, hey. She calls mine a bar of steel, but still.
So the idea is the hard edge
I'm talking about my rebar, by the way. I keep a rebar on me at all times.
will retain the sharpness for longer and is more resistant to abrasion and wear, while the spine allows it to deform without breaking. Whereas if you have a mono steel blade, where the hardness and toughness
It's gonna
is basically
bend
in
a lot
between
easier.
the edge and the spine of a katana, roughly. There's plenty of variation. But now it may deform, so the edge may roll or otherwise permanently deform. It may chip, the entire blade may bend a little bit, or it may break.
Yep.
Either is not as
Makes
likely.
sense,
Basically,
makes
the
sense.
difference between min-maxing versus a more balanced build. Both have their pros and cons, obviously. So, what about...
Wait, I'll be honest though, I'm not entirely sure what the, like, you know, I'll be honest, I actually need I need more, like, clarification on this. I'm not entirely sure what the advantage of having a sword that's just a thin sheet of metal. Because, you know, I feel like if you make a sword, you would want to, like, have one side, or like, you know, either the middle part, if you're making a two-edged sword, or just like one side be thicker, just so it doesn't like bend to the side that easily. I don't know much about, like, you know, I'm not a blacksmith. I don't know much about it. I actually kind of want some more information about this. Maybe if I can find a video in the future, but I don't know.
About diamond? Is there a way to make this work potentially?
In my opinion, yes. But yeah, it's what I was talking earlier. Is there a way to make diamond swords work? Yes, but to make it work, you're not gonna make the entire sword out of diamond. Like, you know, again, probably only on the edges or on the tip, just so it has that really strong tip that can penetrate through things.
Just like a differentially hardened katana blade, you could combine two different materials and
Yeah.
compensate for each other's weakness.
See?
One historical example of that being done is the Aztec Macuahuit, which was a
what's
wooden
that?
core with obsidian blades. I have
Obsidian is actually kind of like diamond in a way. It's like, you know, it's a really hard material, but it's really brittle. So yeah. So yeah. So, yep. I forgot what I wanted to say. You know, again, like, you know, a blade made out of obsidian, fully made out of obsidian will behave kind of like a diamond sword, because again, it's hard, but it's quite brittle. But if you combine it with a different material, it would work. But yeah. Also, Enzo asks, are you Russian? I will neither confirm nor deny that. I may or may not be, but you know, a lot of people do think that I'm Russian. So hey, you're actually, you know, part of the majority. A lot of people do say that I'm Russian. Who knows? I may or may not be.
One that I was supposed to test, and I did
I will still say I'm from Asia though.
test it, but it didn't turn out so well. Yikes.
I mean, I don't think, I'll be honest, I don't think this thing cannot slice a bottle open, but it's still a nasty weapon, in my opinion. Like, I forgot what it's called, but I'm just gonna call it the obsidian paddle. It kind of looks like those spanking paddles with obsidian on the edges, okay? I'm calling it the obsidian paddle. This weapon, I don't think it's a weapon that's like good for slicing things, but it's definitely a really good weapon to do some really nasty damage to like to people. You know, if you smack someone with this, it's gonna leave a really bad no, like kind of like, you know, it's the obsidian is gonna get into your skin, and that hurts, okay? Hey yo, what? It is a paddle, okay? Well, like what do you think? It looks like a spanking paddle. What else do you think this is? It is a spanking paddle, right? What? Yeah, hold on. Let me like. There's no other hold on. Oh god, I am not showing that picture. That is a lot of pictures of butts. Oh no. But you know, paddle. Can I search paddle? Makuti is basically an Aztec war club with obsidian blades, essentially glued onto it. Very brutal. Their goal is usually for capturing ritual sacrifices. Ooh, yeah. I am not getting demonetized today. Yeah. Okay, it's giving me canoe paddles, but that's not what I want to see. Wooden paddle. Ah, yeah, okay, here you go. Okay, finally found the thing. Okay, let's see if I can show you. Where is it? Come on. But, alright, yeah, it's these things, you know, like these kind of things. It's these paddles. It is a paddle, okay? They will actually use paddles like this now that I think about it. Like, are these paddles actually used for rowing, or do people just exclusively use it for spanking? Because this doesn't look like it's, you know, useful for rowing, I'll be honest. But then again, I'm not like a paddler. Like, you know, when I think of a paddle, I think of something more like this. I don't really like, you know, the ones that you use to propel a watercraft, but yeah, when there's like this other type of paddle, which I never actually seen a paddle like this be used to like propel a water-based vehicle, but I've seen quite a few people use these type of paddle to spank people. No, T-Rex is a bad child. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that fact. But yeah. For a paddleball? Paddleball? That's a thing? Hold on, let me check that out. Paddleball? Paddleball. What the hell is paddleball? That's these things? This is, that does not look like the paddle that, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're different. I am pretty sure they're really different. I don't know. Huh. Paddle balls, okay. These things. It's different, okay? The spanking paddle is different. Like this thing looks like a spanking paddle. But yeah. Also, this is a really nasty weapon.
Apparently because the pitch used to glue these blades ended up too brittle, ironically. So these kept breaking off, falling off.
Yeah.
And
I'm not surprised though. Obsidian is quite brittle. You can make a blade out of obsidian, but you know, it's gonna break really easily.
Make that better, you know, depending on the composition.
Kind of like a glass blade. A glass blade is a nasty weapon. But again, it's a bit it's a glass blade isn't really, you know, it can do some nasty damage, but it's really brittle. It can't really whatchamacallit again, flex. So if you hit something too hard with it, it's just gonna, instead of flexing, it's just gonna shatter. But sometimes that might be a good thing if you really want to kill someone.
You can optimize that, but always the problem is that the obsidian blades, again, just like diamond, are hard but very brittle. In fact,
yep.
Extreme.
I'll be honest though, like, you know, an obsidian blade is not exactly a good weapon for like wars, but like you know, if you're dueling or something. But if you're like hunting for animals, I actually do think it'll be pretty effective, because weapons like these, they're designed to kill, not injure. Like, it's kind of like, you know how if you like damage the tip of a bullet, it's gonna fracture, and that bullet is gonna be like, you know, the quote unquote the bullet that's made to kill instead of like injure. Yeah, those kind of things. If these obsidian blades go into your like, you know, I guess your victim and shatters inside, it's gonna be really difficult to save whatever limb got struck.
Sharpness that obsidian is famous for is also its downfall. What makes it so sharp is that it fractures into an extremely thin feather edge, and that will of course part material more effectively. The thinner it is, the more effective it is. But that also means you have very little material all the way at the end, because it becomes so thin and is also brittle, it will just crumble on impact. So basically you have that extreme sharpness, the maximum.
I actually, you know, I actually wonder if it will actually penetrate the skin. I mean, with its sharpness, I think it will. But, you know, I still have second thoughts. Like, if you smack someone real hard with this thing, I wonder if the obsidian will actually go through their skin, or will it just shatter outside of the skin? Because it doesn't matter how sharp your weapon is if it can't penetrate the skin.
Sharpness you have for one cut. On the first impact, much of that feather edge is already going to crumble. It's kind of a...
Oh, and by the way, for the previous one, by can't penetrate skin, I mean, you know, like, it doesn't matter how sharp your weapon if it shatters before it penetrates the skin, because that's not gonna like do much. I mean, sure, maybe it's gonna make a cut, but you know, it's not gonna do some real damage to people, you know?
Disposable weapon. And in fact, that's part of what makes this so horrible, the fact that obsidian will shatter and remain in the wound.
Yep,
The macrowheat
exactly what I was talking about earlier.
is commonly interpreted as a non-metal sword, but I see it really more as an enhanced club. It's really more of an impact device.
I actually, now that he mentioned this, I really want to like try to get a baseball bat, like either a wooden or a metal baseball bat, and then like dip it in like super glue or something, and then like you know, not before dipping it, I want to prepare some glass, smash it into tiny pieces, and then like shove the bat into like a bucket of glue, and then like roll it on the glass shards. I wonder how nasty that weapon is gonna be. It's kind of the point though. Attacks only need their opponents to be just alive enough after being whacked by one of these to be sacrificed. Yeah, like, you know. But you know, I guess you know, I know it's like this weapon is meant to kill, but I wonder if it actually goes through the skin. I mean, I think it will, but you know, I just got like, you know, I can't really say for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Because, you know, if it goes through the skin, yeah, it's definitely gonna kill. And then, you know, whatever is getting killed gonna get sacrificed and stuff, the Aztec stuff. But yeah, I really want to try that. Like, you know the usual on media you see a lot of these baseball bat with nails driven onto them. I want to try to make something like that, but instead of nails, it's just glass. So again, yeah, get a bunch of glass shards. Like, you know, get a few beer bottles, smash it, into like not fine pieces, but like just maybe like small, maybe let me get my ruler, maybe like 2 to 3 to maybe even up to 5 centimeters. Maybe not 5, but yeah, just 2 or 3 centimeters long, and then roll the baseball bat on it to make the glass stick. I wonder how nasty that's gonna be. I kinda wanna try that. And then I want to say I wanna try smacking someone with it, but I know I'm gonna get in trouble if I actually do that, so I'm not gonna do that. At least until I don't know. Until I get the chance. I don't know, if the purge happens, I might try it out of curiosity. Or maybe if I get like myself one of those like test dummies that those jelly dummies. I want to try it on that thing. When your dad finds out you got an F on math test. Yeah. Oh no. When he finds out you get an F on math test, he's gonna hit you with the glass bat. Oh no.
The very nasty side effect of cutting into flesh and probably leaving fragments of obsidian inside of the wound.
Yep.
It's worth
It's gonna be
pointing out that
nasty.
depending on the design, it may look more sword-like or more like a club. And of course, there were other Aztec weapons that were in fact war clubs or spear-like.
Now, it also depends on how you make it. If instead of using that feather edge, you chip or maybe even grind an edge, it's not going to be as crazy sharp. It doesn't thin out as much, but it's going to be more durable. You can sacrifice
Okay.
some sharpness for
Makes sense.
durability. It also makes
I do think I'd rather have the sharp edge though, because a sharp edge, you're gonna use it, it's gonna break a bit, it's gonna get chipped a lot. But after it gets chipped, you can just use it as the dull blade, Unless it breaks in half. I don't know.
It's quite a difference how you shape that core. This one here has hard 90-degree corners. The problem
Okay, range check. You'll want the fragments to just be big enough that you'll whack somebody with that the glass will shatter and leave bits in the other guy. Yeah. I know, yeah, it's again, yeah, that's kind of the point of these type of weapons, the brittle weapons. You want to smack someone in a way so that the shards break inside of them. Because that's gonna be really hard to your limb is basically done. Like, even if you get rushed to a hospital after that, it's not gonna be easy to get all of those shards out. It's easier to just amputate your arm after you got hit by that. Meanwhile, if you got shot by a bullet, you can still easily extract the bullet. Well, quote unquote easily, but compared to glass shards, it's much easier to extract a bullet, And you can still save your arm, but yeah. Also, yo, welcome Sil and Yuki. Why does it remind you of my mom's sandals with have stones on top of it? Ah, yes, this is, Aztecs are just Asians, but Aztec, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, where's the yes choice? I actually need to make that. Actually, yeah, the yes choice. We need that choice. But yeah, welcome, how's David?
problem with that is, as the blades cut into the material, the blades taper naturally, but eventually this hard corner here is going to hit the target and it's going to stop there. It's not as likely to enter.
Ah, yes, La Chancellor. What's La Chancellor? Wait, what's that? What's a La Chancellor?
The target, because suddenly you have a hard shoulder there that impacts and
No, Aztec develops the Mexican. They got silver tradition of throwing chancellor. What's a chancellor? What's a chancellor? Let me search that up actually. What's a chancellor? Can Claire chancellor? Oh, it's just sandals. Ah, yes, okay. All right, sure. Oh, it's sandals. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. What are these? Hold on. Why am I seeing this? Metal? I low kind of one of these. Yo, metal sandals. You think that is strong? You haven't seen the belt. Oh no. I want to see. I mean, hey, it's not as strong as the belt sandal. Hold on. Belt sandal. Why isn't it why isn't it showing? Belt sandal meme maybe? Ah, here you go. These things. Those wooden sandals mom work unruly kids' butts with. But yeah, that's a lot of things. Oh, ooh, brick sandals. I really want brick sandals now. I remember I had that one picture of you know, metal sandal before. I wonder if I can search it up. Metal sandal. Not here. Can I maybe metal sandal? Ah, here you go. Now this is the sandal. This is what we call sandals here in Asia, okay? Oh dear, but yeah. I like sandals. Sandals are nice. They're quite, you know, and also brick sandals. I really want one of these. Yeah. Alright, let's continue with the video.
That's likely to stop the cut. If you taper it, you have a better chance of penetrating, and I'm assuming that's what they generally did. So my point in talking so much about...
Imagine if we have flying feetwear in the future, but later imagine Asian moms would use it as homing missiles. Oh no! I'm scared for the future. I wonder if it's possible. I mean, you know, homing bullets technically already exist, so I won't be surprised if flying sandals will be possible in the future. I actually look kind of want to make that. Like, I don't know, if I'm someone like, I don't know, like William Osmond or something, I'll probably try to make homing sandals for the lols.
The macroheat is you could do the exact same thing with diamond. It's a pretty similar material, at least in terms of hardness and lack of toughness. There's something called polycrystalline diamond, or PCD, which is made through a process called sintering, which fuses diamond crystals with a metallic binder. Like
that's interesting. I didn't know about that.
That method alleviates some of the brittleness of natural diamond. It's
yeah, feel free to share YouTube videos, by the way, on hashtag HunReacts on Discord. Feel free.
Still fairly brittle compared to something like steel, but not quite as much so. The problem is diamond is even more brittle than obsidian, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure where polycrystalline diamond ranks.
I mean, also not. I'll be honest, I'm also not sure whether obsidian or diamond is more brittle. I know both of them are quite brittle, but I'm not entirely sure which one is more brittle.
Diamond, I don't know how it compares to obsidian. But either way, it's conceivable that you could make something like, say, a polypropylene core, be it a macroheat or some kind of sword design with maybe polycrystalline diamond edge laid into it. So that edge could still, of course, chip or crack or otherwise be damaged on impact. But the advantage would be excellent edge retention.
Yep. For me, I'll actually like design something like this. Hold on. Let me get myself. Hold on. Give me a sec. Okay. Let me like. What do you call again? Can I get the window capture? Boop. And boop. Alright. For me though, I will probably like design something like, let's say, hold on, let's see. So let's say I get a sword or something. Let's make a simple looking sword like this is the hilt. Yeah, the really simple looking sword. Yes. And then let's just like I'm not gonna like go. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Let's do something like this. And I'm probably getting the proportions incorrect, but you know what? I don't care. It's just like a mock-up of like a diamond sword or something. And then like let's remove this. Come on. Haha. As you can see, I'm totally an artist. I can draw stuff. Actually, that joke doesn't really make sense considering I actually draw. Damn it. But yeah, like I would actually like either have two types of like designs for this. It's either like let's say, hold on. First one is probably also yo there has David. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, I'll probably build something like this, like you know, maybe diamond on the edge, kind of like something like this. There you go. So you know, most of the blade is gonna be a completely normal sword blade thingy-majig, but the edge is diamond just so it can, you know, it has this really hard edge I mean, not point, not edge. Really tough point. Not tough, hard point, hard but brittle point that can like even if this gets damaged, it's not gonna like affect the effectiveness of the sword as a whole, but it does help with piercing through things like armor and stuff like that. Or if I'm a bit richer, I'll probably do something like this. Like I'll add diamond on the edge, along the edge, right, like this. Something like this, yeah. So the middle part is still gonna be like steel or something like that, but the edges, it's gonna be either just diamond or maybe I don't know, diamond coating. Is that even a thing? I don't know. Is it even possible? Actually, is it even possible to shape diamond like this? I'm not even sure. Also, this is gonna be super expensive. If it's not possible to shape diamond like this, then yeah, probably like what he said, like probably like have the diamond be multiple pieces like this, kind of like that. Make it so that it can pierce through the people's skin or something. But yeah, the point of the sword will use for stabbing. Exactly, yeah. I mean that's kind of what people use points of swords for. It's for stabbing and stuff. So yeah, it's I'm pretty sure the hard edge will be really good for piercing through things, even though it's like quite brittle. It still can, I mean, it's kind of like a one-use thingamajig though. But then again, if it's damaged, it's not gonna compromise the entire sword. But yeah. Also, how's David there? Welcome to the stream. Alright, oopsies, didn't mean to click that. But
It would stay sharp for very long with a lot of use, so you wouldn't have to resharpen it much, if at all. Of course, it also depends on how the diamond is processed and shaped and all that, but it could be possible in, say,
I actually really need to like look at how people shape diamond. Is it even possible? Like, I'm sure like, you can carve diamond, but I'm not exactly an expert at it, so I can't really say much.
fantasy world where
Like, how much can you shape a diamond before it breaks? Let's see.
diamond doesn't have this artificially inflated price as it has in our economy.
I mean, yeah, diamond is artificially inflated. Diamond is not supposed to be this expensive, by the way. For those of you who don't know yet, I'm pretty sure 99% of you already know about this. But the price of diamonds is artificially inflated to hell and back.
But a blade made entirely of
Diamonds are not supposed to be crazy expensive.
diamond or
But yeah. Also, let's read chat a bit. There's like laser. Hold on. For some reason, some messages didn't get through on Restream. Sil said, I do prefer a gauntlet with several brittle stones on top of it, like Thanos ones, but with the raw and uncut stones for extra damage on the slab. Ooh. I mean, yeah, with gauntlets, I'm talking about gauntlets in like fantasy settings. Like in real life, gauntlets mostly are used for like, to protect your hands when you're sword fighting. But in fantasy settings where you actually use gauntlets to punch things, I think having sharp pointy rocks on the front where you use to punch will actually increase the effectivity of gauntlets a lot. Because it does, you're basically focusing a lot more force onto a smaller point. But yeah, hold on, let me yeah. Also, there is a laser. What do you mean by laser? Yeah. I'll be honest though, like for me, like if I'm gonna design a gauntlet for a cat or something like that, I will actually design it like this. Let's say, let's put this sword off here. Like, I'm actually not that good at drawing gauntlets. Oh, actually, like, let's just say this is the gauntlet. Why not? Square. Maybe not square. Let's make it. Oh, not that. Not a square instead of a square. Let's just make a really rough shape of a gauntlet. Like. Not actually actual gauntlets. I doubt you're gonna be using it to punch much. But like let's just talk about fantasy gauntlets first again. Gauntlets in media, like gauntlets usually it has like just a regular end. But if you put maybe like spikes or something on in the front. This is really messy, but you get what you get my. Just imagine that this is clean. You know, this will focus the force that you put into the gauntlet into these smaller points, which how do I explain this? I'm not a physics guy. I'm not a physics teacher. So I'm really bad at things like this. But let's just say it's gonna, if you center more force into a single point, it's gonna do a lot more damage. If I'm gonna design one though, I'll probably design something like, just a huge spike, and I actually just realized I accidentally invented the K-Tar again. How many times have I invented the K-Tar? But maybe not like a flat blade. I wanna see like kind of like cone shaped thingamajig. So it can actually like, punching something with a cone shape and will, it's just a real big durable spike, it can damage a lot of things. Knuckle Duster, that's what they're called. Push daggers. K-Tars, push daggers. They're not Knuckle Dusters though. Knuckle Dusters are like a different thing. But push daggers, yeah, that's what. Push daggers are essentially K-Tars. They're the same thing, kinda. Not really, but whatchamacall again? They're almost the same. But yeah.
Crystal, for that matter, as cool as it would be, doesn't work in the real world. You would need magic for that.
Yeah.
If you found interesting, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Stay sharp.
Right. Hey, is the stupid side sickle blade again? Oh no, I don't want to watch that again. Oh no, not the sickle blade, no. But yeah. Let me fix my sitting position again. But yeah, push daggers are nice though. Like, I actually want to see more fantasy characters use push daggers or like K-Tars, because I really rarely see them. But yeah, like nowadays, I'll be honest, fantasy characters in media they get kinda boring, I'll be honest. Also, still say it, I will drill in their butthole when I try to scratch the H bar and I forgot to take them off. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people in the world who would enjoy that. And I'm scared of what... the world scares me. Because I don't think there are people who will enjoy that, I'll be honest. But yeah.